Alright, so Chainsaw Man just dropped their Reze Arc movie, and I need to talk about this because MAPPA really said, "You think Demon Slayer looked good?" Watch this. I just walked out of the theater, and my brain is still trying to process what I just witnessed. This movie is simultaneously the most beautiful romance I've seen all year, and the most brutal reminder that Denji cannot catch a break to save his life. For those who missed Season 1 or need a refresher, Denji's still our chainsaw-powered, hormone-driven disaster of a protagonist. The movie picks up after Season 1, where our boy is living his best life as a devil hunter, getting paid, eating actual food, and not living in complete misery for once. Then he meets Reze at a coffee shop during a rainy day, and guys, this man falls hard. Like, embarrassingly hard. We're talking about the same Denji who once thought touching a woman was the pinnacle of human achievement. And now he's having actual romantic conversations and dates. But here's the thing about Chainsaw Man. If Denji's happy, you know something terrible is about to happen. And without spoiling anything, let's just say Reze isn't exactly what she appears to be. Because in this universe, if a girl shows interest in Denji, there's probably explosives involved. Can we please talk about how MAPPA animated this movie? Because holy shit, they really looked at every other studio and said, this is how you do action sequences. He first half starts with this gorgeous, hand-drawn aesthetic that feels like reading the manga come to life. The colors are softer. Denji and Reze's interactions have this dreamy quality. You actually start believing this poor kid might get a genuine love story for once. But then the second half hits and MAPPA shifts gears so hard you get whiplash. The animation style becomes more intense, more aggressive, similar to what they did with JJK Season 2. When the action starts, every frame is pure eye candy. I'm talking about fight choreography that makes you forget you're watching an anime, and not some fever dream of violence and artistry. The way they animated explosions in this movie? Chef's kiss. Each blast feels like it has weight and impact. You can practically feel the shockwaves through the screen. Let's address the elephant in the room. Denji's romantic subplot with Reze is both adorable and absolutely heartbreaking. MAPPA really said, let's make the audience emotionally invested in this relationship, and then traumatize them. Watching Denji try to navigate an actual relationship is like watching a golden retriever attempt calculus. He's so pure and genuine in his feelings, asking Aki for dating advice, getting nervous about holding hands. It's genuinely sweet. Kikunosuke Toya's voice acting here deserves special mention because he managed to make Denji sound both mature and completely out of his depth. Reze, voiced by Reina Ueda, is absolutely perfect. She captures that gentle, mysterious vibe that makes you understand why Denji falls for her instantly. But there are these subtle moments where you catch hints of something deeper, more dangerous, lurking beneath her sweet exterior. The movie really takes its time with their relationship, which I appreciate. Instead of rushing into action, we get to see them go on actual dates, have conversations, share intimate moments. There's this scene with fireworks that's so beautifully animated and genuinely romantic that you almost forget this is Chainsaw Man. Before we dive into the heavy stuff, let's take a quick break to hit some goals. If you're enjoying this review so far, let's try to get this video to 800 likes. That would be absolutely insane and really help push this content out to more Chainsaw Man fans. Also, we are literally 400 subscribers away from hitting 2,000 subscribers. If this video helps us reach that milestone, I promise I'll do a deep dive analysis of every single devil introduced in the series so far. Trust me, that's going to be a fun one to make and an even better one to argue about in the comments. Without spoiling the major twist, let's just say that the second half of this movie is an emotional gut punch, wrapped in spectacular violence. The reveal of who Reze really is hits different when you've spent the first hour genuinely caring about their relationship. What I love about Chainsaw Man is how it handles these revelations. It's not just surprise, she's evil. There's genuine complexity here. You understand Reze's motivations. You feel bad for Denji, and you're stuck in this horrible position where there's no clear good guy. The action sequences that follow are some of the best I've seen in anime. The bomb devil fights are absolutely insane. Explosions everywhere, buildings collapsing, and Denji desperately trying to survive while his heart is literally and figuratively being torn apart. MAPPA really understood the assignment here. Every explosion feels personal. Every clash between Denji and Reze carries emotional weight beyond just the spectacle. There are tracks like Typhoon Devil and Bomb that enhance every emotional beat. The way the music swells during Denji and Reze's romantic scenes makes you feel like you're watching a Studio Ghibli film. But then it shifts to these heavy industrial sounds during fights that make your heart race. Chainsaw Man is exactly what a movie adaptation should be. It expands on the source material, gives MAPPA the budget to go absolutely wild with the animation, and tells a complete story that works as both a continuation of Season 1 and a standalone experience. This movie reminded me why I fell in love with Chainsaw Man in the first place. It's not just the spectacular action, it's how it makes you genuinely care about these characters before putting them through absolute hell. If you enjoyed Season 1, this movie is essential viewing. If you've been on the fence about Chainsaw Man, this might convert you. Just be prepared for emotional damage alongside the visual spectacle. So did we hit those goals? If you smash that like button and we got to 800 likes, you're absolute legends. And if this video helped push us to 10,000 subscribers, get ready for that massive devil analysis video. It's going to be epic. What did you think if you've seen it? Do you think Denji deserves someone who won't literally explode on him? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more anime movie reviews that may or may not leave me emotionally compromised.